it's about accessibility, and that all people, regardless of their physical ability, should be able to have access to services that able-bodied people have.
The MARY FREE BED Y has some very unique components. The one that most people's attention is captured by is the universal design, ensuring that this Y is accessible for everyone regardless of ability.
We're seeing wider doors, we're seeing wider hallways, we have hearing loops in certain areas of the facility that allow folks that may have some sort of a hearing disability to hear a little bit better. We have visual components within the facility, from colors to font size to that sort of thing.
What makes it so wonderful is that people with disabilities can come here and improve their quality of life just like somebody without a disability. So you can move a seat away from a weight machine, and a wheelchair can wheel up to that machine and be able to work out the same as an able-bodied person can work out.
A second thing that we have is a healthy living center that includes things such as a healthy teaching kitchen. Children and adults can learn the food to table concept. We have a major program called the Youth Leadership Academy. And lastly, we have a healthy active aging program.
The concept that we've been able to develop here at the MARY FREE BED YMCA with Progressive AE, hopefully this will be a really good schematic for future agencies, organizations, and businesses that want to partake in a universal design strategy.
Well, Progressive AE listened, and that I think is the most important thing early on. Making sure that the customer's interests, desires were matched up with what was really possible.
And they considered what consumers at MARY FREE BED, what we needed for our athletes and what we needed for people with disabilities. And they interacted and asked the questions of people with disabilities to see what would work. They get it. That's the thing about Progressive, is they get the consumer and what they're looking for.
The end user has a little more perspective than the other people do. The designer might think it's a great idea, but he doesn't know what it's like to try wheeling a wheelchair through a facility or trying to use the bathroom.
This was a very unique and different project all the way around. Their integration with us as the owner and then the contractor was something that was very, very important for the overall success of this project.
And it was very clear to us that they had gone above and beyond in researching what they could do to help our YMCA be universally designed.
They've been able to simplify what can sometimes be a very complicated process, and that was very important for us as we went through this design and this build, to make sure we understood exactly what we're going to be providing our members.
It just makes our athletes feel empowered. It makes them feel confident that they have a place that they can play just like anyone else.
We've seen folks from all different areas of Grand Rapids and beyond that have wanted to come here and become members, and the membership numbers are showing that.
People with disabilities can participate in the same things they do, and it just makes it so it's not such a difference anymore. It makes it so people walk around and say, hey, oh yeah, they can play basketball or they can play rugby. We just see them every week at the Y doing it, so we know it can be done.